happy Easter. I want to get together and do a live show. Happy Easter 2021. So hope y'all are finding a lot of eggs. I know that I did this morning, and I found a lot of chocolate Easter bunnies as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in. Not in the studio, decided to get out and burn off some chocolate Easter bunnies. I ate a pretty big, a very large chocolate Easter bunny. So, that being said, got to get out and burn off that Easter bunny fat. You eat too many chocolate Easter bunnies, you can get fatter, and that's not a good thing. Well, I guess it kind of is, because then you incentivize the working out, because you know that, well, if I eat an entire chocolate Easter bunny, then I probably need to work out more. So it's actually a motivational tool. Who would have ever thought that a chocolate Easter bunny could function as a weight loss incentive? Rather, try to lose weight because you know that you ate that bunny. So I hope y'all are having a good Easter. Finding a bunch of eggs. Found a ton of eggs this morning, probably about 100. Easter bunny came by and put eggs all over the place. So that was exciting. A bunch of Easter eggs. Boiled some eggs too. Stay tuned. How to make deviled eggs. It's a skill, man. You gotta boil your eggs, and you gotta do all this other stuff. So got that video coming. How to crack an egg. That's a good skill. So, well, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in here. That being Easter, there's a bunch of rabbits going around everywhere, so you'll probably see rabbits and Easter eggs. But how about drones? So, it sounds like the new DJI Mavic Air is probably going to hit us pretty soon. Now, I'm hoping it's going to be, a significant upgrade from the DJI Mavic Air 2, which, by the way, is one of my favorite drones. Actually, I like the Mavic Air 2 more than the Mavic 2 Pro for a lot of situations. Mavic 2 Pro, you get a 1-inch sensor, which is nice, but you got to deal with that wonky manual focus, because if you use, even with the latest firmware, if you use the autofocus on the Mavic 2 Pro, it doesn't really seem to be that reliable. Sometimes it'll work. Sometimes it'll work really well. Sometimes it'll work semi-well. But for the most part, Mavic 2 Pro autofocus probably shouldn't be trusted. If you're using Mavic 2 Pro, you probably need to check out my video and use the manual focus technique like I use for the Mavic 2 Pro. Otherwise, you might have happened what happened to me, and that was swimming to an uninhabited island and taking off with the drone with the Mavic 2 Pro, only to discover upon returning to home base that it missed. Didn't miss, but the first few moments of the video were poorly focused. And that was because Mavic 2 Pro autofocus failed me. So, sometimes it works, but again, when you've got, one-shot chance at whatever footage, you got to trust your hardware. And not just the hardware, but the software settings. In that case, the autofocus. I trusted it, and I shouldn't have. I should have used manual focus. Now, with that being said, the reason I'm rambling on about Mavic 2 Pro autofocus not being that good is the Mavic Air 2, which is the most current Mavic Air model. The Mavic Air 2 has autofocus that is exceptionally reliable from my experience. So for that reason, I'm personally super excited about the new Mavic Air drone that's probably about to release. So, having something that automatically focuses, that's a value add, because that's one less thing in the field that I have to worry about. If it's able to autofocus. Afternoon, Jake. Happy Easter. Welcome. If the drone's able to autofocus well, that's a value add, because I don't have to worry about forgetting to manually focus it. Or if I manually focus it, what if I mess up? What if I don't manually focus the drone optimally? Thanks, Jake. Same to you, man. So, it's autofocus is nice. And I'm really, really thrilled about the new Mavic Air, just because if it follows in the footsteps of Mavic Air 2, it should have an autofocus system that's reliable and high quality. Reliability alone doesn't mean anything, because if it's reliable, but it's not high quality, who cares? But if it's both high quality and reliable, then you've got a tool that, lets the drone pilot in the field just focus upon the flying and the filming, and not have to worry about all the technical settings, because that can become cumbersome. If you've ever traveled with a drone, you've probably run into that, and you've probably gotten footage that was subpar at times. And had you had a drone with reliable autofocus, you might not have run into that. Because there's been times, with the Mavic 2 Pro, where I would forget to manually focus it. So then I was using manual focus, but I didn't manually focus it. So it just made a big mess. Basically, at that point, I was flying the drone for the thrill of flying, which is fun. Flying a drone's fun. But if there's no reward in the form of, high quality, gimbal stabilized 4K video from a drone, then it's, in my opinion, for my use case, it's time wasted. I fly drones because I like flying them, and I like posting tutorial videos, but ultimately I like capturing really cool environments with a drone's camera. So yeah, reliability and quality are both paramount for me when I'm choosing the best drone for capturing videos, for capturing high quality and gimbal stabilized videos. So again, if you're shopping for a drone today, head on over to epicdroneshow.com and click buy a drone. You just want something fun, highly capable, that'll do 4K. Check out the DJI Mini 2. Very good drone. You want something with a little bit better camera and you don't have to deal with manual focus? Check out DJI Mavic Air 2. You want something that's going to do better in low light? Check out DJI Mavic 2 Pro, because it's got the 1-inch sensor camera. But again, DJI Mavic 2 Pro, be prepared to use manual focus, because if you do what I did with autofocus, you get too confident, it fails you, you're going to be kicking yourself. I'll never forget about that. Check out my videos where I swam to the island with Mavic 2 Pro and it failed me. Very disappointing. Well, the drone didn't fail me, but the autofocus failed for a few key moments. Let me rephrase that. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, let's see. What else? What other exciting stuff do we have going on here? I think we're going to get another Easter bunny, man. I'm on this chocolate Easter bunny diet. Yep, just for one day, and that's Easter. I don't eat chocolate Easter bunnies any other time. Man, there's a lot of traffic. Tons of traffic today. That's crazy. Another reason to walk through abandoned parking lots. So people text and drive. It's not safe. You got to get your exercise, but, you know, no exercise is worth, you know, getting hit by a person that's texting while driving. It's just so annoying. And it happens all the time, man. It certainly does. Was the Easter Bunny good to me? Yes, he was, man. He dropped off about 150 eggs in the yard, in the house. Dropped off some chocolate Easter bunnies. Yeah, Easter Bunny was good, man. Very good. Was the Easter Bunny good to you? That's the question. So how good was the Easter Bunny to you? What did the Easter Bunny do for you? What did he do? Yes. Gonna get another studio live show this week. Excited about that. Finally gotten everything in the Higher Skies Adventure Channel studio just on point with audio and video. Well, for audio and video, I should say. It's acoustic treatments. So Jake, the Easter Bunny gave Jake some chocolate. That's good, man. Yeah, that's always a good thing, man. What if there was like an Easter Bunny that came around and, let's see. So the Easter Bunny gave you chocolate and a McDonald's gift card. That's cool. Sending love from London. Roshan, let's see. Roshan Maranchi Films. Awesome. Mad respect. Roshan, thank you. But was quick as kitties went after him. So your cats attacked the Easter Bunny. So the Easter Bunny was bringing you chocolate and a McDonald's gift card, and your cats attacked the Easter Bunny. I wonder if the Easter Bunny will come back after that. Because, you know, that was pretty generous, man. You got your chocolate, you got your McDonald's gift card, but then your cats attacked the delivery person. The Easter Bunny was attacked by your cats. That's crazy. Yeah, they probably felt, you know, they're like, well, who's this animal coming in here hopping around? And yeah, they probably didn't like that. That's funny, man. So what did everyone else get for Easter? Any exciting things? Jake got a McDonald's gift card and chocolate. I got chocolate. I got chocolate Easter bunnies. They were good. I got a weed eater. Easter Bunny brought me a weed eater, actually. Just a battery-powered weed eater. So stay tuned for the unboxing and review video of that. I'm going to do that another day. But Jake said they tried. He said he gets it a lot and understands that's what cats and dogs do too. Yeah, so Easter Bunny's used to it, man. You know, he hops around all over the place. He knows what's up. So that's good. At least the Easter Bunny was understanding. That is good. Well, what if it was like a crazy Easter Bunny that like the cats attacked him and then the Easter Bunny tried to take your cats to court? What would you do in that situation? It's like Easter Bunny comes over to give you a McDonald's gift card and some chocolate. Cats attack him, and then before you know it, you got your cats have a notice to appear in court because the cats attacked the Easter Bunny. That'd be crazy. But again, at least your Easter Bunny was understanding, so that's good. Your cats don't have anything to worry about. Man, my brightness on my device, I think the sun is, I don't know if my phone's overheating or if it's just the brightness level. I'm going to check this out. Let's see. Yeah, it's like the display's dim. Roshan says, happy Easter. My wife and I got a lot of Ben & Jerry's ice cream. What's your favorite ice cream and flavor? Good question. I like Ben & Jerry's, by the way. Typically, Jake says, yup, he's used to it. At least he didn't need to call the pink berets in to help him like Hop did. That's funny, man. Yeah, so I like Ben & Jerry's, man. I like, here's my thing for ice cream. I like ice cream with cookie dough. And actually, and this is kind of a little tip for all y'all. If you're trying to get ice cream and you're trying to get it on the cheap, sometimes a lot of the popular ice cream like joints, they'll have like an ice cream sale. But Jake says, oh, chocolate or vanilla. Very cool. Yeah, a lot of these little ice cream places where you get ice cream to go will have ice cream for sale. But usually it's not like the ice cream. It's usually like the milkshake or something. So what I do, and this is kind of like the cheap way to get ice cream. So if they have like milkshakes on sale, I'll buy a milkshake, and then I'll put the milkshake in the freezer so it freezes. So it's no longer a milkshake. It's basically pretty much tastes like ice cream. And then I'll go to the dollar store and get some like dollar store chocolate syrup and put that on it. And you're ready for action at that point. So you got the discount for the ice cream, even though it was a milkshake, but you froze it, so it became hard, firmer texture. And then you just went to a dollar store and got some cheap dollar store brand chocolate syrup and heat that up and put over the milkshake that was turned into ice cream because you froze it. So that's, now, if I'm not going the budget route with ice cream, what I'll do is just get, there's a brand, it's called Mayfield's, and I'll get that. I like pretty much all of Mayfield's flavors, man. It's just some good stuff. Roshan says, wow, that's a phenomenally cheap ice cream hack. Yeah, man. You gotta seize the opportunity, and there's a lot of ways. Oh, so that's an ice cream hack. I got a pizza hack for you. So there's a lot of these places. There's a lot of pizza chains now that are called, you buy the pizza and then you take it home and cook it yourself in the oven. Take it home and bake it. And there's a lot of pizza places that do that. But the thing is, with those pizza places, a lot of the pizzas are radically more expensive than places where you would go and have a pizza pre-cooked. So you're potentially spending more, and then you got to take the time to cook it. Now, I've got a solution for that. So what I do with those pizza places that are, take it and cook it yourself, I just get the basic pizza, so just pepperoni. Or maybe their pepperoni's not on sale. I'll get cheese. So you got the foundation, which means you've got the crust, you've got the cheese, and you got the sauce. And possibly the pepperoni, depending upon the coupon deal. But get that cheapest one, and then take it home and put your ingredients on it. Turn that base model pizza into a supreme, man. Throw on your own sausage, throw on your own pepperoni, throw on your own mushrooms, your own olives, Just get the cheap ingredients, and then that way you can reuse those cheap ingredients on future base model pizza purchases. So, in essence, you may be spending, I don't know, $5 US for a large pizza that you got to bake yourself, but that $5 US pizza investment, or pizza purchase, I should say, you're getting the base model pizza. None of the extra toppings. So that's why you add those toppings yourself before you bake it. You're coming out with a discount. So, yeah, that's how to do a loaded up pizza on the cheap from a lot of the different take home and cook them yourself pizza type places. So that's my pizza hack, how to eat pizza on the cheap. I'm having to lean over here and look at my screen, man. It's like I've got to adjust the brightness because I can barely see it. So I was just making sure there weren't more comments or super chats. Feel free to super chat, y'all. There's that little icon down by the chat section where you can choose to super chat. Just a great way to support the channel. You know, again, I am an independent YouTube channel, so everything you see here is, stuff I've created. I'm not part of a multi-channel network. I don't have, all this funding that a lot of larger YouTube channels have. Let's see. Getting in the shade here so I can see. Wow, another food hack. Thank you. Here in the UK, we are coming out of national lockdown. It's rough. Man, well, at least you're coming out of that lockdown. Yeah, it's been a rough, as we all know, a rough over the past year, man. I mean, it's been rough. And the good thing about the roughness, though, is that it's taught a lot of people to think differently. And hopefully, as a response to the roughness, hopefully society as a whole will learn to expect the worst. And, by saying that, I'm not saying to be a pessimist, but just always be prepared. If something else happens, who knows what's going to happen with the, hopefully there's not another pandemic in our lifetime or anything like that. But if there is, it pays to be prepared. And also, I think that the pandemic has taught, a lot of people about the, you can do a lot of things from home that you didn't think you could. Because when you're stuck at home and all this stuff's going on and, you're disallowed to go places, you've got to kind of adapt. And I think one of the value adds that the pandemic's brought to everyone is, realizing you can do a lot from home, or not just from home, but from anywhere. You can create and grow a successful business from home or from anywhere. You can find ways to generate income that, historically were probably considered to be, unusual ways to, to finance life. You got to have money. Unfortunately, if you don't have money, you can't do anything. You can't eat. You can't go places. So, the pandemic has provided people with the opportunity to identify new ways for, for generating money. And that's important. So, yeah, it has been rough though, man. It's like it's probably one of the most radical inconveniences that a lot of people have been through in, within the past, I would go as far as the past. Well, let's see, when was the Great Depression? That was probably really rough. And then you had the bubonic plague. That was a long time ago, man. But in recent history, I think, this pandemic has been one of the worst and most unexpected things that has occurred. But again, there's positive things that come from negative situations at times, and keeping an optimistic outlook. It's been an opportunity for many people to create and grow new types of businesses that they probably never would have dreamed up because they weren't in the situation where they needed to innovate. So it's been good. I'll be ready for everything to open back up and everybody get on to life and business as usual. But, it has, despite all the negative aspects, it has provided some value. So But we'll see what happens. I mean, don't, what am I trying to say? Don't, never would want to hope for another pandemic, that's for sure. Let's see what we got here. We need some super chats. I was looking at my screen, man. I've got to adjust the brightness on my phone, I think. It's gotten all wonky in the sunlight. But this iPhone 12 Pro, man, typically my iPhone 12 Pro has handled sun glare and, other types of glare very well. So it's unusual that it's so dim right now. But I can still read y'all's comments, and that's what matters. And I can still see those super chats. Oh, yeah. Keep those super chats coming, y'all. And let's see, what else? We're going to be putting together some videos, how to grow a garden. You got to have those gardening skills. And, that's even more important now because, people are better. Well, most people, their awareness of the world around them has increased. Not for everyone. I mean, there's people that live in tunnels and can't tell left from right. But for the most part, people have realized the importance of preparing. And part of preparing, a big component of preparation, proper preparation, is growing a garden. Roshan says, amen. Can't wait to see people without masks and travel soon. What about you? Where will you travel soon? Well, as soon as I don't have to wear a mask and go to a place where a lot of the restaurants are closed and just deal with all that, got to get back to St. John in the United States Virgin Islands. Got to go down there, sail around the British Virgin Islands, the U.S. Virgin Islands. But I'm not going to do it until this mask stuff goes away because it's no fun, man. I don't want to spend money to go somewhere and not have 100% enjoyable experience. And for me, travel is always business. I'm not going to these places just for fun. I mean, I'm going there from a YouTube channel, Irish Guys Adventure channel, youtube.com/IRIC guy. So for me to go down there now and not be able to capture the full experience on video would be a waste of time and money and just a pain. I don't want to have to walk through an airport and get a stick shoved up my nose. I don't want that. I just want to keep my mask off, keep my rum and Coke in my hand, and relax. That's all I want. But yeah, that's where I'll be going. And also want to get down to Curacao. I think Curacao will be kind of cool. The only thing that concerns me about Curacao is that, well, not to say anything negative about other countries, but there are a lot of Americans that are kidnapped in Venezuela. So not just Americans, but other nationalities as well. So I don't know if that is as big of a problem in Curacao as it is Venezuela. Probably not, but something I'm going to research more before I go there, just because that wouldn't be fun. But yeah, I mean, it's time things reopen, man. We gotta move this thing forward. We gotta get back out there, get back into the gym. This has gone on long enough. So if I could say it's over and just put up a sign that says the pandemic is ending and then put a date, the date I would put would be 4/20/2021. 4/20/21. April the 20th of 2021. Just because it's a random date, but I would say that would be a good thing to have a target. Say, okay, this is coming to a close. Say what you want to say, do what you want to do, but on this date, there will be no more talks about the pandemic. And I think that would be the best way to handle it, is just, establish that end date and adhere to it. And never say anything else about it again. That's what I would do. But again, I'm not a politician, so politicians in the media, they'll try to stir this stuff up as long as they can, and spin it into tools to better propel them with their campaign efforts. So who knows? But yeah, man, there's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of traffic. It is noisy. So appreciate everyone tuning in. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks again for all your support. I do have channel memberships available. So if you're not a member, if you're just a subscriber, that's fine. But if you want to join the channel as a member, you can click that join link down below and get backstage access to a lot of cool stuff. Click join, you can learn more about it. Again, no obligation to join, but if you choose to do so, it's just another way to help to support the channel. Thanks for y'all's viewership. Have a happy Easter, be safe, and make sure that Easter bunny is good to you. See you later.